For AK. Larry, you want to go ahead?
We go.
Sure. Just your overall thoughts on Taysom's first start in the NFL.
He got a win, obviously, so that's not too bad. He did well. Being his first start, he was calm. He was pretty composed. You know, he settled into the game. He settled into the game pretty quickly, and he just executed. You know, he had one. I know he wished he had that big shot to Emmanuel. You know, he probably would have wished that would have went through, but you know, overall he played clean. Besides the turnover, and he knows that.
Jeff Duncan.
Did I have fun?
Hey, Alvin, a lot of focus has been on, obviously, Taysom taking over, but it seems like you guys last week kind of jumped to the conclusion of it doesn't matter who goes down, this team can, is playing so well right now. It can absorb any loss. Mike Thomas earlier this year. Can you just discuss just how confident the team is playing, no matter who you lose?
Yeah, I kind of answered this, I think, earlier in the week, but this team is resilient. You know, we got that mentality, you know, just it's a mentality that's throughout the locker room. It's a next man up type of thing. So, you know, whoever goes down, it is what it is. This game doesn't stop for one person. Everybody knows that. It's nothing personal. It's the nature of our game. So, you know, next person got to step up and be ready and prepare and do what they have to do. And, you know, in that case, it's Taysom having to step up and you know, prepare and do all the things he has to do to be able to come out here and execute and get a win. And we got to win, so we're feeling good.
Amy Just.
Mike Thomas had a huge game today. Just how important is that for y'all to see him get going like that?
Man, it's good to see him, you know, get out there and, you know, have the type of production he's used to. You know, obviously being injured is tough. You know, anybody. I mean, especially somebody as explosive as him being injured and you know, having to battle back. But you know, you just gotta, you know, you gotta keep your mind right and you know, try to bounce back and you know, do anything you can to be healthy. And you know, I think he's getting closer to 100% healthy. And you know, he had a good game today. Proud of.
Brett Martell.
Yeah, then I'm sure you're quite familiar with Taysom's athleticism, which would make it tempting to kind of take off and run when you don't see what you want to see right off. I was wondering what your impressions were of his kind of patience and poise and delivering throws right before he got creamed a couple times.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is obviously his first game starting, but, you know, even though he doesn't start throughout the week, I mean, we see him in practice. He does the same things. I mean, he prepares the same way Drew prepares. So, you know, I was never in doubt about his decision-making or, you know, his ability to sit in the pocket and you know, make throws and do things like that. You know, it's just, I mean, it was his first start. I was happy that, you know, he actually, you know, put that on tape and you know, was able to display that. You know, I don't want to say anything to take away from his performance. I mean, he had a great performance, great win as a first-time starter.
Luke Johnson.
AK, I think this is your first game in your career without a catch. That feel weird to you at all? And how different was the offense today with Taysom in there?
I mean, shit, we didn't really have to. I mean, I didn't really have to catch the ball. I mean, I don't feel weird. We won. I don't feel any type of way really. It is what it is. Shoot, we're moving on to the next week. I'm happy. We got to win.
Mike Triplett.
Alvin, you know, talked about starters going down injured and having the resilience to replace them. What about the games where you guys have been down in the first half this season? It was another one now, even though it feels like it was about 5 hours ago right now. But what is it about the confidence level this team continues to have, even when the score isn't going the right way early in a game?
This game wouldn't be very fun if the first person that got up, you know, won the game. So, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes the opponent scores first, sometimes we score first. But you know, just because the opponent scores first, you know, it doesn't take us out of what we want to do. It doesn't discourage us really. You know, we just know we got to answer, and we know we got to play hard, and we know we got to, you know, do all the things we got to do to execute and you know, put ourselves in position to win. So them being up, I don't think it phases us as an offense or as a team. But.
Amy Just.
The defense had a really big game today, 8 sacks, 2 picks. When they play well, how much do y'all feed off of that on offense?
I mean, obviously they played lights out. It helps a lot, when they're out there. I think Atlanta was probably 2 for 11 or 2 for 12 on third down, like 18%. So I mean, you just factor that in. It's like you can't go wrong. As an offense, it's uplifting to know that the defense is getting off the field at such a high rate, and getting the ball back in our hands to be able to go down there and get some score.
Last question, Nick Underhill.
You guys have shown that wildcat package a couple times this year, and we've seen you throw the ball back to the huddle in practice. You've been spending. You campaigning at all to throw a pass out of that at some point this season?
Yeah, it might be coming. I don't want to give away. I don't want to show my hand too much. I might have been, warming up in the locker room and throwing a couple passes. That's not a lot of space, but I was just making sure my arm was good. I might throw one. I don't know. Back to y'all.
Everyone, we have Trey Hendrickson. We can go ahead and put questions in the chat.